This video was supposed to be based on opinion, but now we have facts coming in, so we have to report them as they go. Currently, there are 20 reported planes that have entered Israeli airspace from the Syria-Lebanon area. These are not Hamas aircrafts and are holding explosives aboard. Northern Israel has been issued a warning to remain in bomb shelters as these planes zip overhead, causing civilian panic. This could mean a potential entrance for more countries into the war and may also warrant a larger response from allies of Israel, such as the U.S. As tensions grow between countries, the Israeli hospitals have been assigned to prepare for larger flows of injuries that will most likely follow the attempt to infiltrate Gaza, which will be happening in the coming days or even hours, depending on the video's release. The U.S. carrier strike group arrived in Israel waters earlier today. The IDF has also reported that advanced military weaponry has been delivered from the U.S. last night and early this morning. Finally, as many people know, yesterday, a music festival near Reim Kibbutz was attacked by Hamas, leaving the death toll at a whopping 216 people and more people abducted from the festival, being brought back to Israel. Don't forget about the fact that both USS Ford and USS Eisenhower have been reported to be in the Mediterranean preparing to aid Israel. Now, before we move on to the real video, I just want to take a quick look at everything that's happened so far.
עוד אשוב ילדתי אתה כה הבטחת רק חכי ושלי שערי עם הזמן רק מכתב יחידי לי שלחת הדפים דהו מזמן גם שערי ים של דמעות בשתי עיניי ליבי זועק שוב אליי קולי שופרת הדממה את תשמע ים של דמעות בשתי עיניי ליבי זועק שוב אליי קולי שוברת הדממה.
It never gets easier to see those images. Anyways, as part of the Mevaseret's Iron Chesed program, the yeshiva has adopted a paratrooper battalion comprising 408 soldiers. They have been made aware by the people connected to this particular battalion that they are short the most basic of supplies, from underwear to water to clothing and helmets, and much more. The students of the Mevaseret have committed to supplying them with all the essential supplies that they need. Please help them give everything that they can to the soldiers. For anyone who wants to donate, the donation will be linked in the description. The next segment will be done by a close friend of mine who is an inspiration for the entire series of videos I've been creating and offered to help when I was discussing the mental strain that I felt while trying to work on these videos. I'd like to now turn it over to my good friend, Zach.
As I'm sure many of you are aware, there have been countless terrorist attacks in Israel over the past few days, from innocent women being kidnapped and raped to innocent Israeli citizens dying at the hands of Hamas, a terrorist organization. And it sickens me to my core to see what's going on. And I made a post on both Instagram and Twitter expressing my sorrow and sadness at what's going on, and especially how the narrative is being spun by so many people on social media, how so many people are defending Hamas's actions because they believe that the IDF and the Israeli government has caused this and created a terrible conflict which has caused the death of so many. And I understand that the government is not wholly innocent in this matter, but it shocks me to my core to see how many people defend the actions of Hamas and the terrible atrocities that they've committed. Fortunately, no one I know has been affected by these attacks, but I can only imagine what would happen if I knew someone who did. And I worry for our brothers and sisters in Israel who are so close to the action and so close to everything that's going on. And I know that anyone who's watching this could know someone who's affected by this situation. And it hurts to know that so many people who share the same beliefs as me and so many people who share the same faith as me are being attacked purely because of the country that they live in and purely because Hamas has decided to do this and decided that they want to take back the land of Israel, which they believe is rightfully theirs, which I believe they have no right to be taking. As this land has been was Israel's for centuries before Palestine was created, and they just took back what was rightfully theirs, in my opinion. And none of these atrocities should be committed, and yet they are, and it sickens me. And I have the utmost sympathy for those that live in Gaza and have also been affected by the actions of Hamas. And I must express that I don't believe that these people should be harmed. No one should be harmed. These people deserve to live in peace, just as the people of Israel deserve to live in peace, and it's not fair to them that Hamas is doing the things that they're doing, because it's only going to cause more war and more conflict. And as I said before, I don't think Israel was wholly innocent in this whole situation, at least not the government or the IDF, but it's so tough to talk about.
Thank you, Zach, for the help. I understand the challenge in talking about such a topic. Before we end this, I would like to quickly go over a couple of posts that have gone over the internet. The first one is by President Joe Biden. He states, "There is no justification for terrorism. Hamas does not stand for Palestinians people, equal rights to dignity and self-determination. They use Palestinian civilians as human shields and offer nothing but terror and bloodshed, with no regards for who pays the price." This clearly shows the disgusting actions of Hamas towards their own people that they claim are who they work for. Moving on to Hamas, I would like to talk about two of the quotes by members of Hamas. The first one is by Hamas co-founder Mohammed al-Zahir. He stated, "When we talk about peaceful resistance, we're deceiving the public." These are clear evidence of the little care they have for anyone but their own goals. The second comes from a senior Hamas official, Fatih Hamad, and it says, "We must attack every Jew on planet Earth. We must slaughter and kill them." These are just clear signs after signs that they've done this merely for religion. There is no longer a goal of unifying Palestine. It is merely to end the Jewish people. The next one just puts in perspective the damage caused by Hamas. If the Reem Music Festival massacre had occurred in the U.S., it would be the worst mass shooting in American history. Deadlier than Las Vegas, Sandy Hook, Virginia Tech, Columbine, 20 times over. The size of the murder of people in Israel, just in one event, is something I cannot comprehend, the damage. The final quote comes from Dave Weissman. To my non-Jewish friends, you may start to feel fatigue about these gruesome stories. I know you will be tempted to shut out the noise. I'm asking you on behalf of all your Jewish friends, please don't. I'm asking you to be there for your Jewish friends. Even the strongest of your Jewish friends have been on the brink of tears, oftentimes crying randomly throughout the day. We don't know how to reconcile this. The security of the Jewish state is foundational to the identity of many Jewish people worldwide. The idea that we have a place where we are safe, that is strong and secure, was a departure of the narrative of perceived fragility from historic attempts to wipe us out. Seeing our friends, family, children die, women raped, and then executed is earth-shattering to our world. This is the time that your friends will need you the most. Be there for each other. Be good to each other. To my Jewish friends, you are loved, you are valued, we will persevere.
Egypt? No. Soviet Union? Yes. United Kingdom? Abstain. United States? Yes. Yugoslavia? Abstain.
Resolution of the Dutch Committee for Palestine was adopted by 33 votes, 13 against, 10 abstentions.